Yeah, we met in university. I was third year and he was a first year, and we met just by fluke on campus. And then the rest is history. I just really liked him, and we kept hanging out.
We've been together for like 10 years, yeah, since September '95, yeah.
Yeah, they've been apart for quite a bit of the 10 years or so, but they keep coming back. So, yeah, yes, that would definitely confirm that they can't live without one another, I would think.
We would go out with Aki, and then the cell phone would ring, or the cell phone call would have to be made, and Aki would be gone for like 45 minutes speaking to Anne in Jakarta, and we'd all be like, he's signed to the girlfriend.
Well, we wanted to live in different places. So she was traveling, she was living abroad, I was living in different places, and finally when she moved back from Jakarta, we thought it was time to think it through, and we gave it a couple of years.
I don't know, it took us a while to sort of get here, so I don't know. It was never really a clear path, and just kind of came together in the last 2 years.
And, she's my best friend, and I thought it was time to sort of, I just don't need the insecurity of any, I just want it to be together and have it be formal. And
I would say for these guys, they probably don't need a marriage as such, because they've already proven it. They can't live apart. I mean, they tried to live apart, but they keep bouncing back together. So I'm being interviewed.
And being Anne, it's probably an intimidating figure for many men. So yeah, I think so. She's pretty tough.
Oh, yeah?
So she needs a guy who can put up with that. And Aki is a guy who can, at least I think he can put up with that.
Disagree. I mean, vigorously disagree on things. I think it's, well, she's a very intelligent and resourceful woman, and I think we disagree on a lot of things. But I think now it's more like, oh, this person whose opinion I respect a great deal is disagreeing with me. I wonder what. Like no one wants to be with someone because they make them notice all their horrible parts. You have to like the person enough to swallow that and digest it.
We followed our separate careers for about 5 years and went through some really tough times. Like in retrospect, I think going out with anyone when you're in your early 20s is just a big mistake because you're so all over the map. But it was fine. Like we really supported each other through a lot of really hard times in our life. Like I just saw the relationship as something that was everywhere. I could do that anywhere. This is something that will just happen. And my primary focus was my career and just to forward that. And then
finally, when she moved back from Jakarta, we thought it was time to think it through, and we gave it a couple of years. It's been about 2 years since she moved back. For me, at least, there wasn't a discrete moment in time when, it's like, oh, wow, this is a person. It's like more an accretion of like affection and emotion and layers of complexity. And
if you had asked me this 5 years ago, I would have had no inclination towards marriage at all. That's where I was. I was happy with my career. I was happy with where I'd been. I had sort of accomplished a lot of things. And then I just kind of looked back one day and realized, I don't know, I don't have a personal life. And that would be nice. And Aki's was always really sort of the most meaningful thing in my life for a long time. And I just wanted to to pursue that more,
I think we chose to do it because it's more of an emotional bond, and I think there's something to the institution. I mean, with all its flaws and with all its problems.
I think we're at an age where we are thinking about having a family, and so being married just sort of creates a platform for a lot of that.
I think if you know the person you're marrying, then I think it's exciting, and there's always things that you don't know and you can't predict.
The one significant aspect of a marriage is the mutual commitment to it. You can get into a situation where you do explicitly state it to each other, but when you state it in front of witnesses and families, there's a lot of, it just strengthens the commitment and the vow that you make. And I think that's what distinguishes a long-term non-married relationship from a married relationship.
It's a risk, but at the end of the day, you're willing to take it for the other person, and that's what counts.
All right, not bad. It's okay, I mean, pretty good. More or less under control. Yeah. How about you? Did you get a good night? You had a good night last night? Yeah? Okay. All right, we'll see you in a bit.
So slow. Okay, this way.
Love is the God who brings this about. He fully deserves our hymns. If we make friends with love and are reconciled, we shall have the fortune that falls to few in our day of discovering our proper favorites. Love will restore us to our ancient life and heal and help us into the happiness of the blessed.
There is no greater wisdom than for someone to sublimate one's life to the other. The miracle of love is that the more of it you give, the more of it you have. Always in abundance and always measureless. We are greatly privileged that through Anne and Akbar, our two families have been enjoined as one in a shared household. And we are especially privileged and blessed that our beautiful Anne has consented to adorn our house and home. I want to conclude with a piece of advice to the newlyweds, borrowed from Einstein's conjugal experience. Einstein arranged that his wife would be responsible for all the little things, and he would be responsible for all the big things in their marriage. Towards the end, he could not recall a single big event that he had successfully concluded in their long and successful married life. And I would exhort Akbar to emulate Einstein's example. And finally, I wish to rain compliments on the parents of the bride and the groom, Mr. Tom Thomas and Mrs. Maria Thomas, Mr. Arif Hussain and Mrs. Asiya Hussain. I commend their combined generosity of spirit, which has coalesced into the single-minded purpose of procuring enduring happiness for their children. Thank you.
We ask not that they be happy ever after, although we hope that they will feel happy often. We ask what is perhaps a more realistic goal, though by no means a simple one.
That they may be continually strive to do and be what their inner voices urge them to attain. Not a static contentment with each other and with their world, but an ongoing process of exploring the fullness of their own and each other's personality, of helping and being helped by others, of working for the survival of the planet, our endangered planet. But let us not ask for them what we would not ask for ourselves.
Let us join with them.
Let us play with them.
And work with them.
Through many more years of friendship and love.